welcome to my garage. I know people haven't really done any reviews on my garage yet. I'm working on a couple that are still in the process. I know of on one chainsaw, so like I said, welcome back to the channel. If you guys are new here, hit that like and subscribe button for us. It helps us out. I guess everybody's kind of wondering what I have in the case here, but this will be upgrading from my previous. It is a Stihl product, as you can tell by the case. This will be upgrading from my previous MS-170 I had decided to grow legs and walk off out the back of my truck. This is a welcome upgrade. It is a little bigger, a lot bigger of a saw, as we have a lot of trees on our property, especially in the backyard, which we can take you out there probably tomorrow and do a little bit of cutting for you guys, because it's 9:30 at night. It's dark outside. Everything you see here is brand new except for the table. I picked up the case and everything, all one big package deal today. Figured I want a good case to protect it and make it last a long time, you know. We'll go ahead and pop it open here and see what we got. And I will tell you that I did a lot of research, like 2 weeks worth of research on what I wanted to get. I mean, there was a couple on the list that I wanted to get, a couple pro saws, but this is, I believe this is a homeowner or like a farm ranch saw. I have to look it up. Here she is in all her glory. One thing I like about this case, you can put a little bit of stuff in here. Like I got the sharpener. I did pick up the sharpener that does blade and it does the depth gauge at the same time. I'm pretty sure everybody knows what that is. That's about the only thing that fits in there. The reviews I read on the case, everybody says that the little scrunch here falls out of this thing. So I figured while it's staying in there, I'll use it, put the scrunch there in the case. So, or in the handle guard. But this is a Stihl MS-271. It is like the sister to the 291. I'm gonna go ahead and pull it out of the case here for you guys. Just set that to the side. And the stuff that did come with it, of course, was the manual, the scrunch, this little screwdriver for the idle adjustment and the air mixture adjustments. So this is the scabbard that comes with this case. It did come with one scabbard, so you actually store that scabbard in the case like that. Keeps it nice out of the way. This is the saw itself. I've yet to run it. I think, like I said, tomorrow will be the first cut, and we'll crank it then. Of course, it was run at the dealership, but that was by the salesman, it wasn't by me. Bring you guys in a little closer and we'll show you what we got on this thing. Alright guys, we got you down on the table here now. The one thing that did sell me about this saw was the quick release for the fuel and for the bar oil. I love that part. It was like the MS-170 that I had. You had to actually have the scrunch or flat tip screwdriver to get those caps off. It doesn't have the shock, I don't know the exact name, I'll put it on the screen here, of the shock absorbed pull cord. This is just a stock pull cord. It's not the easy start, so there's that. It does not have the compression release or the primer bulb. Watching the guy start this thing at the dealership, it started perfectly. So it does have your chain brake, which seems to work perfectly, of course. One reason I was looking at the pro saws is because it has the magnesium housing, where this one has a plastic housing. The 170 I had the plastic housing, and it seemed to work just fine. On the other side here, I'll spin it around. Show you the other side here. It does have this is a side cover here. It has some dogs on this side. I would like to find out if they have a side cover. I know the 261 that I was looking at has an optional thing on the side cover, so you can put dogs on both sides of the bar. I want to look and see if I can't do that with this side cover. Maybe upgrade it to another one, so I can put dogs on this side. This is 18-inch bar. It will be going to the 20-inch bar. Like I said, this 18 will do it for right now. I don't know if these nuts are captive. We'll pull this side cover off and take a look on the inside and everything. They are not captive nuts. There's that. I'm not going to pull the bar off. Still brand new in there. Everybody can see that. And there's the side cover. Nice and brand spanking new. Ain't got no dirt in it yet. These nuts back on. I wish they were captive nuts. That way if you take it off in the field, you don't lose your nuts. And also, you'll see, I guess I could have showed you when the side cover was off, but this here, that is the chain yard. That way if the chain comes off, it doesn't cut your legs open. That is metal. I do like that part, that it was metal. On a lot of the cheaper homeowner saws, that is plastic. And I don't see that stopping the blade too well. I mean, it'll slow it down, yes, but just your normal side cover. I'm not gonna take it off. Some guys do, but we will pull the air cleaner off the top here and show you what's all in there. I do actually have a wrench already ready to go with that Torx bit on there. I believe it's a T23, I believe. Don't hold me to that. Or T25, I apologize. T25. And the guy, I don't know if anybody, if this is normal or not. On my 170, they didn't have to adjust the carburetor or anything. But the guy at the dealership, he turned the idle up on this a little bit. He told me to run it like that for 2 tanks and then turn it back down. I didn't know if that was normal or if anybody else has had to have that happen or what, but if anybody can tell me, to leave a comment down below there. This is the, I think they call it a felt air filter or something like that. I do want to upgrade it to the pleated air filter, like on the Pro lines. Pretty sure you could do that because the mounts look exactly the same. So if anybody wants to see what that looks like, that's in there inside the carb. This is not one of the M-tronic ones. This is just a normal idle air adjustments on the side. You have to do the adjustments yourself. I know on some of them it'll actually adjust itself for you. So that clicks back on like that. There's inside of the cover if anybody cares. Zooming back out here. But these nuts here are captive. They won't fall out, so you ain't gotta worry about losing those in the field if you have to take that off and blow that filter out for any reason. I'll stick this back on here and get it all screwed down. Just like that. We're gonna put this video on hold until tomorrow, and then we will come back, which it'll be just 2 seconds for you guys. Like I said, we'll take this outside tomorrow and we will cut. I have 1 or 2 trees I know I want to cut down. They're small, probably 6 or 8 inch trees, and I have one that's been on the ground for like 1.5 years. It's pretty rotten, and I know we have one stump that's probably 24 inches off the ground that we need to lop off at the ground. So we'll have some good wood testing. That way we can come back in here tomorrow afternoon, hopefully if I get off work in time, and I can give you my final thoughts and we can close this video out to the outside. What's up, guys? We got the 271 out here. I'm going to show you what we're going to cut up. We're going to cut down a couple smaller trees. Some are actually falling over, I see over there. I'm going to cut down small ones. I got some big ones, but not today. I'm running out of daylight. Let me show you what we're going to cut down here. Or cut up, rather. We're gonna cut up. We're gonna cut up this one. Anyway, I'm gonna cut that stump down to the ground. This guy, he's probably gonna go. So, well, it's too heavy to pick up and put on top of something, so we're going to cut it halfway and roll it and cut it up in more manageable sections. Like I said, this is the first cut of the 271, so it's ought to be pretty amazing. Don't forget your eyes and ears. I'm going to crank it up without them though. That was just as expected on this saw. It's like a hot knife through butter. The log here is a little rotten on the outside, but the inside is still pretty hot, pretty hard. It's only been down 6 months. We're gonna take care of the stump next. said, next we're gonna kill the stump. I think we'll cut it in 2 halves, like that, and then we'll slice it at the bottom to make it more manageable. And then we're gonna burn the rest. So yeah, let's get started. Let's hope this turns out interesting. If anybody's interested in what a cross section of a stump looks like, that's what it looks like. Looks like we got some dirt and stuff in there. Probably gonna have to sharpen that blade again. Oh yeah, I'm gonna finish lopping this off at the ground, and then we'll sharpen it. Anyway, I'm not going to film all the cutting, but we'll come back in a minute and do a review when we get back in the garage. Well, my final thoughts on this thing, it's a beast. I know it's probably a little more overpowered than I need for being just a homeowner, but if I don't need a whole lot of power, that's perfect. But if I need a lot of power, this is the guy. That 170, it had a lot of power. It had power, but not for the big trees that I have that I want to cut down in the future. Not today. As you've seen, I just cut down a tree that fell like 6 or 8 months ago, and the stump that was from that tree. So there we go. 271, guys. Alright guys, like I said, if you liked the video, just hit that like and subscribe for us down there. I do occasional reviews on tools and all that good stuff. Stay tuned for the Poland rebuild videos coming out. I got a Poland Pro, I think it's a 3380 little homeowner chainsaw. I had to rebuild the carbon and stuff that I found on the side of the road. So stay tuned for that video. I got all the parts in now, so we're gonna put it back together probably tomorrow night or over the weekend, and then we'll have that video out for you guys, and we'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.